Hello, and welcome to this business briefing. My name is Nina Loisel, and I had the good fortune to be shown this company, NuSkin Enterprises, many years ago now. When I first heard about it, I was intrigued to be told that there was a way that I could work and create a future for our family and for myself that could enable me to truly have choices in life, to have a balance of time and money. That was of interest to me because I'd worked hard anyway, and the thought of being able to actually work hard and create something that was ongoing was of interest. And I hope that as you listen to this information, and there's a lot of it, I'm going to try and do this call in about 30 minutes, is that you keep open-minded. I'm sure you have many of these attributes here, but open-minded is the one that's important to now as you listen to this information, and perhaps cut out any distractions and phones and so on, so that you can really focus on what we have to say. Now, this is what we call a cash flow quadrant, put in place by a man called Robert Kiyosaki, who's one of the leading financial whizzes, written many books and so on. And what we have here is most of us, where most of us are, is an employee. And we're definitely in one of these quadrants. There's no doubt about that you're in one of these and one of these places. Many of us are an employee. And what we do is we get well educated, and then we go and we exchange our time for somebody else's dollars. We make little money, and we don't have a lot of time. Now, of course, it may be that we're retired or a student, in which case often we have more time, but the money is the challenge. And many retirees these days are very concerned about their income. They're very worried about how they're going to manage. Once you've kind of worked for quite a while and you've done this job here and found that you're not getting anywhere, many people will start their own business, a traditional business. And in fact, we know now that often these businesses really just buy yourself a job. You might be the owner, but it sort of owns you. So exchanging, you can make money. There's no doubt that some companies and small businesses do very well, but there's not very much time. And they certainly can't leave their business for very long without things happening to it. So there is a real dearth of time, and the situation of money is not usually the way people would like it. And what I'm going to talk to you about is a business system. And this business system enables us over time to create an ongoing income stream that will give us a leveraged or a passive income. We can be unimportant to the generating of our income over time, which means that we can go and have a life. We can actually do the things in our lives that we would really love to do and would perhaps have dreamt of doing if we could. And for most people, that is only a dream, and that dream fades as they get older and they're stuck in that whole treadmill of working, not enough money, not enough time, and so our lives go on. And life can be better than that. So, as I say, I hope you're going to listen as I explain to you about the option that we have for your future. I'm going to cover trends, the partnership, the company that we're partner with in order to build this business, the products that it produces. We're going to talk about money and timing. And I'm going to cover these 5 key points. The economy is in dire straits. These days, I remember when I used to talk about this 10 years ago or so, people would sort of look at me and think, well, it's not that bad and things are okay still. But now we know that the economy in Europe is really struggling, as it is globally. And things are changing dramatically for people. There's no security anymore. There is huge concern about employment, about retirement, about aging in general, and there's a lot of change at the moment going on. So I think that we don't even need to be told this anymore. It all looks a bit dire, but we do have something that can really cheer you up. So I'm going to talk to you about the changes in buying patterns that are driving new opportunities. You will have seen this. All of us who listen to this information understand that there is an increase in internet shopping. They're sick to death of commercials. then the new channels can actually provide, though, new opportunity. It can be quite challenging for people and quite scary as all these changes go on, but out of it will come an enormous opportunity, and we're already seeing that. We're just not sure how we can have a piece of that. Shopping's going global. These days we can buy anything from anywhere and have it shipped to anywhere pretty much. And personal recommendations are the most powerful way to move a product to the end consumer. We are sick of hearing rubbish we don't want to know anymore. So we'll listen to people who will share with us because they have our best interests at heart. And that's why personal recommendation is the most powerful way. Now, the traditional business model for years has been this: manufacturing, warehouse, global distribution, another warehouse. All of these things that add cost but no value to a product. Eventually it gets into a retail store where they make a profit. With all products actually, the markups are enormous. In the beauty industry, there are 3,080% average markup. So there's been a lot of cost added, but no value at all. And this is what we want to talk about, the fact that we have the opportunity to become part of a huge shift in consumer behavior. I would guarantee that many of you are doing your shopping now, your grocery shopping online, that you're buying things for the home, you're going online to check out the prices of things. You might see it in a shop, but you're going online and you're buying it through that avenue. And that's one of the biggest trends that we are facing and have done for the last few years now. It's just going to get more and more. It's going to get bigger and bigger, basically, which spells opportunity. Because the trend now, is to work with simplified duplication in a new way. We can now have a manufacturer who creates an excellent product. It goes to a warehouse where it gets distributed. And that global distribution can be done through people. And that's where the opportunity for our business comes in. Another trend is the fact that we have an aging population. And the aging population is being driven by the baby boomers, the people who were born after the war, more babies born than ever before. And then these baby boomers have driven the rise and sometimes subsequent fall of industries. At the moment, they're aged between about 50 to 70 years. They're very concerned about 3 or 4 things. They're concerned about how they look, how they feel. They're concerned about money, their retirement. Some of them are just concerned about having a life before they do retire because they'll be working themselves into the grave. But the reality is that these days everybody is concerned about these things. It's not just the baby boomers. So you've got pretty much a global population concerned about looking and feeling better and living longer, more healthfully. And that is a major trend with the anti-aging industry expecting to reach $1 trillion by 2025. That's not far away. It's going to be enormous. It's huge now, but it's just at a point in time where it's just really exploding. And the world's become a network. These trends have all converged, and we have now what we call a social business model, where people, it used to be 6 degrees of separation. People go, look, it could be more likely to be 2 or 3 now. We can just so quickly move around the world with connections, and ways of business are opening up that are completely different and foreign to how business was done a few years ago. And this change brings opportunity with it. And it's actually very exciting if you know how to embrace it and how to have a piece of the market. Now, we partner ourselves with a company called NuSkin Enterprises. And NuSkin Enterprises is a very successful network marketing company, American company. It's in the top 10 of network marketing companies globally. We did an excess of $3 billion last year and expect to do $5 billion this year. If you, and I hope you do want to check up on the things that I'm saying after this call, you will be able to look up NuSkin Enterprises and see that we are on the New York Stock Exchange. We're obviously publicly traded. The ticker is NUS. one of the most important things to know, I think, is that how trustworthy we are, because if you were going to be in partnership with a company, you would want to know that they're around for the long term, that they're around to pay you what you're worth, to be able to develop the sort of products that they need to develop, the innovative products that need to be brought to the market. Forbes magazine put us as number 4 or 5 as the most trustworthy mid-cap companies a couple of years ago. Then that's globally. So trust is very important. The awards that we've won so many now that we sort of don't even talk about them so much because they're getting quite commonplace. But it's a very impressive background of what we've done, and I am always very happy when people will really look into this company, because I know they're going to find something quite extraordinary, and that's worth sharing. That is worth sharing with people. So that's our company, NuSkin Enterprises. We're in 54 markets, and the day that we join this company, we're able to do business in 54 countries around the world, which is unique in itself. So the company do everything, actually. They produce the product. As far as from the company perspective, they produce the product, they do the distribution of it. We are the marketing arm, and what we do is we share information with people, and our part of it is to actually move that product to the end consumer, or we may just be the end consumer. We have a lot of people talking about us at the moment, and there's no doubt that we will go ahead and do what we've set out to do. When you've got people like Deutsche Bank and Genuity watching us closely, and a lot of investors investing in our public stock, it's been a very exciting time in the last couple of years, with our stock prices going up dramatically. Last year we held the top slot for 5 weeks in a row for the top shares globally. So it's a company worth checking out, and I hope you do your due diligence on NuSkin Enterprises so that you can see what's behind this opportunity, or who is behind it. A few years ago, NuSkin Enterprises developed an initiative for us to be able to give back, and it's a small part of what we do by volume, but it's a very important part of the sort of who we are as people. I think the company attracts people who do care, who'd like to make a difference. And we're able to feed starving children. We've fed over 375 million meals in the last 9 years, and about 100,000 meals at the moment a day with children we feed a day. And we're able to feed them because the company has produced a bag of a nutritious food, a nutrient-dense food that enables a child to thrive on just 1 cup a day of this food. They're actually able to be really healthy on it. They come to school to get fed and to be educated, and we can break hopefully this poverty cycle. We get commission on this product. It's a commissionable product. We donate this food. It gets distributed through Feed the Children, and it's making a big difference globally already. We can do a lot more, but it is something that we always mention. We're very proud of this part of our company and what we can do for children and starvation. So, the only way that we can have this sort of success is to have an extraordinary product and an extraordinary group of scientists working with our company in order to create the best anti-aging products in the world. We have over 80 world-class scientists from every area of health and wellness, and our advisory board is a group of scientists that read like a who's who in science. And once again, I hope you check those people out. They're what we call causal scientists. They work and partner and in NuSkin because of what we're doing and what we're bringing. It's a very exciting time with the science that we've been working with now for many, many years, but everything has been changed because of this technology called age lock. And if you haven't heard about it, you will in the future, well, you're hearing about it right now, but it will be a widely recognized name, and people are going to be wanting this technology or wanting the results of the technology in the form of products that are going to help them. And they're going to help these products will help people age well and age healthfully, and age with energy. And those are things probably that we'd all really love to be able to do if we knew how. Well, we do know how, because LifeGen Technologies has a database of 35 years of research. For years now, they have been working on understanding the causes of aging. We bought this company, NuSkin Enterprises bought this company a couple of years ago, and so we now own the whole database of all of that research. And we're able, in essence, and because of time, what I will say is that we're able to reset the genes in our bodies safely and effectively and scientifically validated with ingredients that will just rebalance our body. It will just take us back to how it worked when our body functioned when it was much younger. So the aging process can be more balanced, and people can look and feel much better. Now, I don't know whether that interests you, but many people will just look at this and go, excuse me, are you serious? Do you mean to tell me that I now have a choice about how I age? And I go, yes, I do. Because if we understand about how to keep our body in balance, then that aging process doesn't have to happen in the same way. I don't think people mind so much getting old chronologically. It's better than not having a birthday. But I don't think they want to look and feel worse. That's in essence. We have two key brands targeting the trends based on this age-lock science. One of them is Health on the Outside, which is age-lock and a skincare product range, everything that we use on our face and our body. And the other here is something called the Biophotonic Scanner, which can measure antioxidant protection levels in the tissue at the site of action, and we can offer people a product with a money-back guarantee that is going to raise their antioxidant protection level much higher and enable them to stay in better health and have better energy and so on. This little device here is the way that we can prove to somebody immediately that our product works. We call it a wrinkle iron. We use this on half somebody's face to show them the difference that it makes almost instantly. Within 10 minutes or so, people can look in the mirror and go, wow, this really works. And ageLOC is now a billion-dollar brand. In fact, we've done well over $1 billion now with this brand. Skincare range, an energy product, and a detoxification product, and our spas, one for the face and one for the body. And I think I've got a couple of pictures here. There's been no airbrushing or touching up done on these pictures. These are on our company website. You know, we're publicly traded. Everything's very transparent. And this skincare system is the first genetic skincare range in the world. There's nobody doing what we're doing. And when we use it, we're able to guarantee that somebody's skin and face will improve dramatically. And as I say, we have a money-back guarantee. So it's pretty nice to be able to offer that to people, knowing that you're not going to have to refund. Here's another example of the galvanic spa and the sort of results that we have when we use it. We have a galvanic spa for the body, and the reason I'm talking to you about these particular technologies is because we have over 200 products of everything that you would use on your skin, or you'd be able to redirect spending from what you do now in your household to using our products, because this is how they're so much better. But we've got a little device. I'm just focusing to show you that we can actually be able to demonstrate the difference, and almost immediately people can see and understand the power of our product, which means that we don't have to sell anything. This product literally sells itself. People want it when they know that it's here and what it will do. So if we look at what happens underneath an arm when we use this galvanic body spa, we can see that it'll tighten and tone an area. Likewise with the stomach, with the baggy parts of the skin, with poor muscle tone and so on. It's all there for people to really be able to make a difference. And we launch these products in a way that is really creating history, because every time we bring a new product to the market, it creates a lot of interest, a lot of excitement, a little bit like how Apple bring their products. People are dying for them, they're queuing up for them. And every time we bring out a new product, it goes from a global distribution, then it comes to regional, and we're able to go back to our markets and create more interest in the product and the opportunity to be able to purchase it. And so every time we can grow, every 6 months and every year with a new blockbuster product, we're able to create a lot more business and grow a lot more rapidly. This one here is a $550 million US worth of product moved in October of last year with our weight management program, and that's built an enormous depth to people's businesses, because every time the products just get more and more concerning in a way. Like at the moment, we've got a situation with weight that there's an absolute crisis in global obesity. And we know that diets don't work. They never have. People just get fatter and fatter. Well, we have a program that is not a diet. It's a body shaping program. We have, it will literally reset your metabolism, and it'll have your body functioning. Once again, the fat genes functioning in a way that they could when they were younger, and what they were not such fat genes. I can't go into it in depth, but this is a product that actually works. We have a money-back guarantee on this product, not yet in Europe, but certainly in other markets around the world, and we know that it works. In 90 days, people can literally change the way that they look and reshape their body, tone up, lose fat, build muscle. It's an extraordinary program that will be on the market in January of next year in full. So at the moment, we've got people who are becoming walking testimonials over 90 days using this product. I'm sure that you will be able to think of at least 10 people that would be desperate to change the issue of weight that they have. So, have we ever made a decision or bought products based on a personal recommendation? Of course we have. We all do it. That's what we do. We share information with people, and we take advice from others. So in actual fact, what we're doing is we're able to remove the links in that distribution, the old way of distribution, and we're able to create an opportunity for you and for all of us, or for those of us who choose to participate, by bringing the product from the manufacturing to a warehouse to the end consumer, or to build a business with. And that creates opportunity, and our business opportunity, which is about leveraging your network in a smart way. We all know a lot of people who know a lot of people. These people might be concerned about how they look, how they feel, making some money, or having a business that will give them freedom, total freedom. And we're able to connect these people directly to NuSkin and teach the principles of this business, and or share information about the product with others. And the more people we have doing this, the more we can help, the more we can connect, and so on. So if we wanted a small business, and there's opportunity, first of all, for people to just be connected to buy the product. That's all they want to do. They buy the product at wholesale. They might never want to tell a soul, and that's absolutely fine. The company ships it them directly. They buy it directly, and any commission goes to the person who has connected them, if that person is eligible for it. Now, a small business could be just somebody selling a little bit of product, maybe connecting a few people, having their own products paid for as a result of the commission, because their people they've connected are buying product because they choose to voluntarily. A medium business is where we're primarily putting our time and effort into helping people build to what we call an executive level. And an executive is somebody who moves around 2,000 pounds worth of product on a monthly basis through their network, through the people they've connected and so on. And the commission level goes up dramatically when we show people how to do that. So it's more from a business perspective of somebody saying, I'd like to look at this and dovetail this into what I'm doing. Everybody does this part-time, a few hours a week will get them started, but they're looking to create something more with it and to get to that executive level, which is where we put a lot of time and help and support people to get into that level. And then all we do is we duplicate. It's a total duplication business of sharing information and helping people build their business and help others build their business. So we're sharing information about the product and the business and teaching others how to share information about the product and the business in a way that's appropriate for them, appropriate for everybody. You know, we're not looking for people who don't want to do this. We're looking for people who do, but they won't know about it unless they're given some information and unless they're shown what it's all about. And we can go on and create many teams as we choose to. The opportunity financially is enormous. And I will show you this on our company figures. As I say, you'll be checking out NuSkinEnterprises.com, I hope. But the average executive, the person who just has a few people connected and they all buy a little bit of product and everybody's happy doing whatever they want in that field, the average executive business will make around £400 a month. So it's not a lot, but it might be a car payment or something. I looked at this business and thought, I need to be able to, first of all, learn how to do this myself, and then I have to help 4 other people because I needed to make at least that amount annually to be able to consider stepping back from the other business that was necessary for me to be working at in order actually to keep my children riding expensive horses or the hobby that they had. But for whatever reason, people need to make money, and I needed to make at least that much. So I wasn't so much focused on this area. I was looking at, I need to do this and find 4 other people who would like to do this with me. I'm going to build a team. We're going to do this together. I'm going to help them do it. And over time, of course, you can choose to go on, and you might want to build 8. I went on to build 12 and more because that's what I wanted to do, and it's voluntary for everybody. You can do whatever you choose to. And some people are very happy at different levels, and that's absolutely fine. Will everybody do this type of, do this? No, they won't, but many of them are. There are more than 1,200 people who have reached the $1 million in commission mark. I think there's 1,200 of us now. I think we're adding a new someone who has reached $1 million in commissions every 3 days at the moment, and then it'll be every 2 days, and every single day within the next few years, somebody will have earned that commissions level. And of course, there are people making way more, and you can check all this out on the company website also. So this business opportunity, as I think I've mentioned, it starts locally. It starts around where you are and the people that you know and the people who around you that you might want to share this information with, but it becomes global because they all know people in different places. You know, we sometimes laugh and say, look, we have our business is open 24/7 because when I go to sleep at night, people are waking up on the other side of the world in all these different countries, and they're choosing to use our products, and they've got their own connection number, so that when they run out, they just go back and they buy it again. And they can't buy it from anywhere else. They have to have a number and be connected to be able to get it. So once you've set that business up and helped somebody be connected, that commission structure will come to you if you're eligible for it ongoing. It's almost impossible to stop your income coming in. It's well known that timing and how critical timing is in the business world. Europe's population's aging. There is huge concern globally about aging and weight and how we look and retirement and all of these things. Living on pension funds, people are going to live so much longer. How are they possibly going to survive? You know, there just isn't enough money there. And so many people are going, oh, I kind of know this to be true, but what can I do about it? And the reason that I will talk till the day I probably take my last gasp is because I know that this is an opportunity to enable people to change their lives, to totally change their future, their financial future, and indeed to be able to actually have a life. Europe is very strong in direct sales, and NuSkin is only just starting here. We need about 16,000 of those executive businesses in the United Kingdom alone. We've got about 250 at the moment. So if that's not opportunity, I can't think of a better one. And our company goal is to be doing 10 billion by 2020. So we've got a lot of growth that's going to be happening in the next 6 years, and it will be happening with new people who see this as opportunity and want to help drive this. We have probably 15 years at least of blockbuster age-lock products with this technology that we own the rights to. Everything from personalized nutrition, personalized skincare, it is extraordinary. And as you know, once again, for the essence of time, I won't go on too much about that. It's just all there for the future. And it's never been brighter. You know, we have this breakthrough genetic science. Nobody else has the products that we have. We can absolutely prove and guarantee to people that they make a difference. And when that happens, people want to use them. You know, they're not silly. They're going to go, I can see, I can get the proof. I can have a scan. I can see what my number is, and I can see that it's gone up when I get rescanned. We have ways to demonstrate the difference and to prove. And that is very, very important, to be able to scientifically validate what it is that you have from a product perspective. It's a very dynamic business vehicle because people are just starting to really embrace this industry. They're starting to actually understand it. I think the business is genius. No one has ever been able to show me a way to make more money, a leveraged income stream with such a small investment. In fact, very little investment at all, and the only investment really is your time. So there's no risk. There's absolutely no risk, and there is a proven record of success. Will everybody be successful? As I said, no, they won't. But they may be successful at just about having more energy and about looking better. Success to people means different things. But from a business perspective, which is what this call is about this evening or today or whenever you're listening to it, there is no better way that I've been shown for somebody to be able to create a passive income stream and to make as much money as they choose to. We have a duplicatable business model that we can learn and duplicate. And if we follow the track, this wheel goes round beautifully. We know it works. We're creating, as I say, a new millionaire every 3 or 4 days. It's a simple duplicatable model that if people follow, there is no way that they can't be successful. And if they're consistent and they're prepared to learn how to do this, it's exciting because it's simple. It's not easy, but it's a simple process, and it works. So there's so much to tell you. You know, I know this is just the very start. This is the first time you've heard anything about this, any information. Then it's like, whoa, you know, goodness, what's all this about? I hope I've been able to give you a little bit of an overview at least, and enough to just have you want to go and look further. You know, to really go and ask the questions, to tear it apart, to find out about this business model. You know, it's a fantastic business vehicle, and to understand it a little bit more, to try the product, get some information about the product, or have a demonstration with the galvanic spa or the body spa, have a scan and see what your antioxidant